Hi, you Evolving Now family. I'm Andre Young, and welcome to the Thought of the Week. So I am the founder of You Evolving Now, and I cannot wait to get into this week's topic, which is called happiness question mark. Now I'm excited about this because so many of us are so busy chasing happiness and we feel like we deserve it. And when it doesn't happen, all heck breaks loose in our life or we unleash it onto everybody else. So in Thought of the Week form, I'm going to ask a question from my Evolve book, and then we're going to answer it, and then we're going to kick it back to you. All right, so here we go. First, our quote. Happiness is not a goal, but a byproduct. Eleanor Roosevelt. So my question for you is this. What is your definition of happiness? Are you happy? And I have some more questions after I answer that from my perspective. So one, the simplest answer that I can give for a definition of happiness, my definition of happiness, is that it's all external. Happiness is external. See, people say, well, you can't buy happiness. And I say, bull crap, yes, you can. Because happiness, a lot of time, depends on what's happening to you and around you. So you can go on that cruise and that makes you happy. You can get that raise at work and that makes you happy. You get that intimate loving and affection in your relationship and that can make you happy. And it's external. And because it's external and it depends on things happening to you and around you, happiness is fleeting. Because as things happen the way you want, as things happen the way we feel like we deserve, boy, we're on top of the world and happy. But when things don't go that way, all of a sudden we're not. So that was always a problem for me. And back to that money buy happiness thing. If it's external, yeah, you can. I can buy that cruise. I can buy those earrings or that watch or whatever it is that makes me feel happy at the moment. And that's why our happiness can become so addictive. And we're constantly chasing it, and life isn't worth living. This relationship isn't worth being in. This job isn't worth staying in because we are not happy. And when we evolve, and when we can look at happiness versus joy, because joy is internal. So even when the things are not going the way I feel like I want them to, or feel like I deserve, and even when I can't buy it or make it, I'm still at peace with myself. See, that happiness is external, that joy is internal, and we get joy through personal growth and relationship growth. When we take responsibility for what we ingest and digest in here, and then it comes out here, it allows us joy because then that positively impacts our relationships. And you know, like I know, that relationships are everything. When we have our best relationships in our 4 Ps as people, partners, parents, and as professionals, and you can add more roles to that, boy, it's hard not to be a joyful person and be happy a lot of the time. It is not reasonable for us to be happy all the time. That would be weird. There's value in other feelings. There's value in our frustration, in our anger, in our sadness. It's how we respond to it, which will make it healthy or unhealthy. But there's value in it. That's why they exist. So my final question was, what do we know? What do you know that you need to do in order to live your best life? If you just close your eyes and the first thing that comes to your mind now, we may have a list. Some of us might have a freaking book. But that's hard to do. That's hard to focus on. What are the top 1 or 2 things? And what is that thing are you willing to do about it? See, knowing what we need to do compared to knowing what we're willing to do are 2 different things. Not a bad thing, but we got to know what we need. We got to know what we're willing to do and then take that step forward in that direction. And as we put one step, as you put one foot in front of the other, we'll get there. Some faster than others, some slower than others, but we're going to get there. So guys, thank you for listening today. I hope this resonated with you. I'm going to read these questions again, and they're for you to think about, but more importantly, to live. And the ending part of this is also life-changing. So what is your definition of happiness? What do you know you need to do for you to live your best life? Do you know your partner's answer? Do you know your kids' answer? If you've been watching me and You Evolving Now, you know what I'm about to say. It's not just about our evolution. It's about being curious about the people that are significant in our lives and that we love. So do you know your partner's answer? Do you know your kid's answer? And you could add anybody to that list. But let's find that out and be able to just listen. And if there's a way we can dream build with them, if there's a way we can do construction talk with them to help them get to that point, it's amazing what comes back to us. So guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your evolution. If you like this, I know you're going to love everything that You Evolving Now offers. Check out youevolvingnow.com. That's Y-O-U, evolvingnow.com. For all of my personal growth, relationship growth content, my one-on-one mentoring, where we can do this face-to-face virtually. You can evolve in your jammies. If you are an employee or a business owner, check out our employee growth programs. And if you're in university athletics or schools, check out our curriculum for your student and student athletes. Guys, thanks so much. I will see you next time. Enjoy your day and your evolution.